How you doing everybody? Hope you're having a great day. In this video we're gonna be taking a look at the hunters from solo leveling. Before going any further, I'd like to apologize as many of the names in this series are in Korean, and as not a native Korean speaker or being proficient in Korean, I might butcher some of the names. So please don't take my pronunciations as the actual pronunciations, and if you can handle my pronunciations, then let's continue on with the video. Hunters are humans that in the solo leveling universe possess enhanced speed, strength, and or magical abilities. In this video, I'll try to explain how hunters came to be and go over the ranking system that they use in the story. Let's start with their origins. 10 years prior to the beginning of the story, a phenomenon occurred that caused people around the world to gain abilities that resemble magic from fantasy. This also caused gates, a doorway to other dimensions, aka the dungeons, to appear. The dungeons are a topic for another video, so let's just continue on. Every country except for China uses a rank system that uses a device that translates a hunter's magical energy into numerical form. The more magical energy one has, the higher their numbers are. Depending on how much magical energy one has, they will be placed in a rank befitting their power level. There are 6 official ranks used in the solo leveling universe. Let's begin with E rank. E rankers are described by jin-woo as having slightly abnormal strength and regeneration than a normal human. E rankers that have been named so far are Han Song-yi and jin-woo before his reawakening. From the looks of things, there are not a lot of E rankers in population. Speaking of reawakening, it is what it sounds like. It is when a hunter gets awakened again. When this happens, a hunter sometimes moves up in rank and or gains another ability. Next is D rank. D rankers are more powerful than E rankers and make up almost all of the smaller guilds that attempt E to D and sometimes C rank dungeons. Some of them that have been named so far are Kim Shang-shik, Park, and Jin-ho. Now let's move on to C rank. As one might guess, C rankers are more powerful than the previously mentioned ranks. C rankers named so far are Cho Gyu-hwan, Hwang Dong-suk, and the reawakened Song Chi-yul. Much like D rankers, C rankers make a lot of the smaller guilds, but many are also part of major guilds that have raid teams that delve into C and D rank dungeons, and sometimes either take on B rank dungeons or help B to A rank hunters take on B to A rank dungeons. Next is B rank. Unlike the previously mentioned rankers, B rankers are highly valued as a lot of guilds can hire them as they aren't very expensive to hire and can increase the profit margins of smaller guilds. High ranking guilds will also pay a lot to have B rankers, but they are usually involved in teams that go after A to B rank dungeons. Some of the B rankers named are Park Hee-jin, Lee Joo-hee, Kang Tae-shik. Next up is the A rank. A rankers are the next best thing that guilds can get to S rankers, as A rankers are more common than S rankers. Although not all guilds that are mostly made up of A rankers are in the top 10, but most that are made up of them are in the top. Many recruiters of guilds mostly go after A rankers, as having even one can greatly increase how successful that guild can become. A rankers are highly valued as some are very close to S rank, and given proper training and experience, they might get close to S rank. Some of the named A rankers are Woo Jin-chul, Yoo So-hyung, Kim Chul, and the cameraman seen during the raid on Jeju Island. And next is the S rank. S rankers are the highest ranking hunters in the solo leveling universe, as their magical capacity cannot be measured by any device that has been created so far. As with other ranks, different people will have different magical capacity, and just because it cannot be measured does not mean that all S rankers have the same magical capacity. In terms of speed, strength, and durability, many are more powerful than A rankers, but Some might specialize in one aspect, but that does not make it easier for A rankers to defeat them. Each S rank is unique in their own way, as the power they have and the magic that they can do is different, while also having special skills that complement their power, like how yoon-ho is the only one revealed to be able to transform into a beast, and how Min Myung-yu is the only S-rank healer in South Korea. S-rankers are highly valued as many recruiters hope to acquire them for guilds, but they do not have the funds to do so. In South Korea, people determine how strong a guild is by firstly looking at how many S-rankers are in the said guild, before looking at anything else. S-rankers are said to be one-man armies, and the amount of S-rankers in a country determines that country's military power. Here are some named S-rankers in the series. There is a sub-rank within the S-rank known as National Level Hunters, and so far there are only 5 people in them, as these 5 have more power than any other S-rank and have more than one ability that they can use. The only common ability that they have is telekinesis, which has never been appeared to anyone other than these 5 hunters. These hunters can take on S-rank dungeons by themselves. I won't reveal their names now as this information is too spoilery, but I will make a video about them soon. Hunters are also classified into different types depending on their skills and magic. These types are classified as Fighter Class. Hunters in this class are proficient in melee combat and are capable of doing a lot of damage with their bodies and attacks. Examples would be Hee-in and Yoon-ho. Next is the Healer Class. These hunters are capable of healing, and some have shown to be able to grant buffs to other hunters. Examples would be Min Byung-gyu and Lee Joo-hee. Next is the Tank Class. These hunters are capable of absorbing and blocking attacks that would generally kill a hunter of their rank. These hunters also have higher endurance than many of the hunters in their rank. Examples would be Mang Dong-wook and Kim Chul. Next is the Mage Class. These hunters are capable of performing magical acts as seen with wizards in pop culture. These hunters can also do elemental attacks as well as summon creatures to fight for them. This is just an observation, but it seems that Mage Class hunters are more likely to lose their mana before any other class in their rank, as their spells cost a lot of mana. Examples would be Choi Jong-In and Sung Jin-woo. And lastly, we have the Assassin Class. These hunters specialize in stealth and more than not have skills that make them perfect for assassinations. These hunters would most likely be faster than most in their rank and are able to hide their presence from others. An example would be Kang Tae-shik. Now, some general information on hunters. Hunters have to register to the Hunters Association, a group that oversees hunter activities. Not all hunters follow the rules set by the government and the Hunters Association, and as such are apprehended like any other criminal and are sent to prisons. These criminal hunters are allowed to participate in some lower level dungeon raids to decrease their sentences. Some hunters have the ability to override the device that calculates their power level and thus can manipulate their results. Hunters with this ability have a bad stigma attached to them, as many with this ability choose a life of crime. What mostly happens is that they usually register with a lower rank and join a raid of said rank. After clearing the dungeon, they most likely kill all the other raid members and steal their loot. These hunters are often called false rankers. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this solo leveling content, please comment down below on what more videos you'd like to see me do on solo leveling, and like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video.